and I'm in front of the Zerto booth. I'm with Steve Blow from Zerto. I'm going to ask you questions about the upcoming Zerto 7. Steve, can you tell me more about the Elastic Journal feature, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess if we look at backup and what traditionally has been done there, largely it hasn't changed. Since backup's been required, you're taking data from the production environment and storing it somewhere. And for the most part, it's been impacting on production, and that directly affects the granularity that you can achieve. Because you can't achieve the granularity with it, you then need a disaster recovery product to provide your disaster recovery capabilities. What Zerto can do, because of our continuous data protection and the fact that we're non-impacting on production, is actually solve that problem. So we can provide you that granularity of just seconds, and we'll do that in what we term as our short-term journal, so up to 30 days worth of history. That's where a vast majority of your recovery is going to come from. But then we're giving you the ability to actually store points in time from within that journal for long-term retention in a repository of your choice, located elsewhere. So that could be in Azure, AWS. So right now we support NFS. We're going to be adding native S3, SMBs coming. Native Azure and AWS will be added. Right now we can support Azure and AWS through the likes of Databox Edge on Microsoft Azure, for example.
Yeah, especially the long-term retention is necessary for any backup product to provide, because customers need to restore data from like 2 to 5 years or even 7 years. Zerto can do it.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be on an incremental basis as well, where we can then build synthetic fulls from. So absolutely. We talk about Zerto 7 seconds to 7 years. It's actually a lot longer than that. It's just that obviously fits the marketing message very well. And actually Zerto can do a lot more than a traditional backup product, because we can actually take a backup for that long-term retention piece from the past. And when you tie that into our analytics capabilities, where we can see spikes in I/O, etc., those spikes in I/O, you could have some intelligence around, whereby you could identify ransomware attacks and actually then take a point in time for long-term retention from before you saw that spike. And that's something that you can't do with traditional products today. So there's a lot of cool stuff that we're going to be doing where it ties into analytics in the future as well.
When can we expect the release?
So Zerto 7.0 is released in Q1 next year, probably around March. And then 7.5 will be coming in Q3. And that complete story will be then, we'll be looking to complete that whole story around the long-term retention piece by then.
Okay, thanks very much for the interview.
Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.